Hello, it's Heather and Phil, and we are on the North Shore in Chattanooga, and we're thinking about trying to look around someplace and find something to make a photograph of. But first, we have to figure out something to eat. So we are going to try Good Dog. All they do is dogs. They've even got hot dog benches outside. Look at this hot dog guy. This place is awesome. So all the tables have holes in them, and that's because the fries are served in a cone that goes into the hole in the table. We didn't get any exotic dogs, we just got regular beefy hot dogs. Well, it's truth in advertising because this is a truly good dog. Good Dog was good.
It was good.
Now let's go find something to take pictures of. We are currently sitting under the longest pedestrian bridge in the world, the Walnut Street Bridge. It used to be a bridge for traffic, and now it's a pedestrian bridge. Okay, so this is Coolidge Park. There is the Walnut Street pedestrian bridge. This is Coolidge Park. On the other side of those trees is the Tennessee River, and that is the John Ross Market Street. There's a completely awesome fountain here with lions and turtles and elephants.
Oh my!
And inside this building, there's a carousel. It's not open right now though. Now we're under the Market Street Bridge. So this is the Tennessee River. That's the John Ross Market Street Bridge, which is a functional drawbridge, although they don't use it anymore. Across on the other side is the Tennessee Aquarium, and that's Ross's Landing. And I see the Southern Belle coming up the river. That mountain in the background is Lookout Mountain. So there's the Market Street Bridge over there that we just came under. And at some point, possibly at the bridge or maybe right here where the concrete turns to asphalt, it changes to being Renaissance Park.
And there goes the Southern Belle.
Yep. Southern Belle is going by way down there. You may be able to see, or maybe not. Okay, well, Heather and I have been wandering around Renaissance Park for a while now, and we've gotten into this section of the trail at Renaissance Park that's just dirt. You know, it goes from nice concrete over at Coolidge Park, and then it comes into kind of a rough asphalt in Renaissance Park, and then it turns into just a dirt trail, and this is the place I've chosen to make my photograph. There's a bunch of trees coming up over here. We got the sun coming from that direction as it sets, and I'll show you the composition. Okay, there's my competition. It's a lot of trees in various distances coming up out of the ground with sun hitting them from the right. I think I'm going to go all the way to f/16 to try to get everything in focus. I really love the light in this. Okay, I've got a picture of my hand. And look at the way the light's coming in on the bottom of that tree. I think this is going to be a really special shot. So let's shoot one at 1.3 seconds. Let's do one at a half a second. I'm using the remote shutter release. Let's do one at a quarter of a second. And I'm going to do one at an eighth of a second. I think that'll be good. So I'm going to do another hand picture. And that'll give us, there's my hand, that'll give us the eighth of a second shot, the quarter second shot, the half a second shot, starting to see some blinkies right there, the third of a second shot, or the 1.3 second shot, and we'll blend all of that. Look at, see there's, I didn't point it out, but there's laid down logs in front of these trees with that great light coming across. So I'll work on those and maybe show it to you in a minute. I was really hoping this one would come out better than it did. The more I look at it, the more I like it, but it is kind of a struggle for me. I was hoping it was going to be really, really something, and instead it's kind of just okay. I like it though. Got another one I might like. It's actually a tree that has foliage way up high, but there's also some foliage coming out around the very bottom of the tree, and it's in a pretty dark area and it's very backlit. I'm going to do a vertical composition. All these shots are with the 70-200, the FTZ, and the Z6. So that's the tree right over there. Just the bottom part the foliage with the backlit-ness is what I'm shooting. I'm going to majorly underexpose it to where everything else is pretty much black except for those leaves. They're kind of blowing around a little bit, so I don't want them to wiggle in the shot. So I'm using a lot of shutter speed. I've gone down to f7.1. And as you can see, if we look at the histogram, it's way underexposed, but I'll be able to bring that back up. I just want to bring up the highlights when I edit it to where it's mostly just that foliage that's in the sunlight in the picture. So I don't know, maybe that won't work, but we'll see. That's the plan anyway. This is a slightly different version than the one I documented in the video. It has better light on the bottom of the tree. I really like the way this came out. I always do a 4x5 if I do a vertical, and I'm pretty happy with this one. Well, that was fun, that little section of trail. You know, my daughter and I hiked that little trail, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and I thought to myself, that would be a good place to make some photos, and it turns out it was. So I had a nice adventure with Miss Heather, the tripod carrier. She's trying to give me 5, but she's got tripods all over the place. Well, there is great sun-setting light on the bridge right here. See, there's Heather carrying the tripods, and we were just moments ago down this trail right over here is where we were making those photos I just shared with you. So really close, and all of a sudden there is fantastic setting sun light on the Market Street Bridge. I was going to make a quick panorama of the bridge, and I was getting set up, getting my tripod and blah blah blah, and I lost the sun. But before that, I made a panorama of it just handheld, holding the 70-200 and the Z6, and made a few shots. It probably won't stitch, but we'll see. I'll try it when we get home and see if it's stitchable. Well, what do you know, the handheld panorama did turn out to be stitchable. And just to give you an idea of how huge the Market Street Bridge is, look how small the paddle border is there below the bridge, slightly to the left of center. I was really thrilled that this came out just right because the light was absolutely perfect. Only thing that might have made it better is maybe some puffy clouds in the background, but I'm pretty happy with this, and it turned out to be my favorite of the day. Okay, so it has been fun at the North Shore of Chattanooga, Coolidge Park, Renaissance Park, doing a little sunset photography with my tripod carrying partner. So we are leaving now, and we found this crazy structure right here kind of in the woods. I still don't know if this is Coolidge or Renaissance Park.
It's Renaissance.
Heather knows. Anyway, thanks for watching, and show them all your tripods you're carrying there, Heather, the tripod carrier. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this. Hope you have a great day. Give us a thumbs up if you like it, and bye-bye.
Bye.